Hi folks, we're back with Poland Daily Travel, and thanks to the Sofitel Hotel here in Warsaw, Sofitel Victoria, right?
Correct.
Hotel. We have a great panorama behind us of Piłsudski Square, named of course for Marshal Piłsudski. And we're going to talk a little bit about its significance and some of the different monuments and memorials that are situated there. What is really the importance of Piłsudski Square, Arthur?
So, you already used during your introduction to names of the square. That's Piłsudski Square, and once upon a time that was Victory Square too. But
I
yes,
did not know that.
but let's start from your question. So, what's the importance of Piłsudski Square? So we get back the independence in 1918, and then we start to be really proud of our history officially because we can, finally, after so many years. So all over the planet Earth, after the big war, the monuments of unknown soldiers are appearing, the tombs of unknown soldiers. So for all the soldiers who died during the big conflict and their fate was unknown. So we are having London, Berlin, and then Warsaw. 1925, a grave is established in a huge Saxon palace that was right behind us once upon a time.
It was just over there. Right?
It was right in here.
Where the monument to the unknown soldier is.
All over the place where we can see snow, which lays on the grass at the moment, where the grass is right now, and the snow. This is where the Saxon garden was.
All that area.
17th century, huge palace, destroyed during World War II, and in arcades of that palace, we are having the tomb of unknown soldier established in 1925, and then the name of the square, Marshal Joseph Piłsudski Square. And then World War II comes, and it becomes Adolf Hitler Square.
What?
Adolf Hitler Square during World War II, it was.
I don't think I'd name anything after that jerk.
So, well, during World War II, of course, it wasn't our own decision, obviously, because it was absolutely humiliating for Poland to have a square like this, but it wasn't Poland at that time, that was Germany.
Because Germany attacked Poland
1st of
in
September,
1939.
1st of September 1939.
Poland did not attack Germany.
Well, absolutely not. Actually,
some people think that.
Adolf Hitler
nowadays
wanted to convince Marshal Joseph Piłsudski to attack Russia together. That was the main aim of Adolf Hitler, to kill communist Russia, the reason of German humiliation during and after World War I. So Adolf Hitler comes to Joseph Piłsudski and says, let's attack Russia together. Let's kill them together. Marshal Joseph Piłsudski replies, we are not starting another war. We just stopped Bolshevik revolution, and then we don't want to take our revenge. We just want to keep the borders safe right now. So Adolf Hitler flies to Joseph Stalin and says, let's attack Poland together.
When did Hitler try to make this pact with Piłsudski?
Before 1935.
Okay. And Piłsudski died in 37 or something?
35. This is when Marshal Joseph Piłsudski, and right before Adolf Hitler, after he got his power in Germany, so after 1932, when German President Paul von Hindenburg died, Adolf Hitler informed his society that they are having no president or chancellor since that moment on. He told them that since that moment on they are having their Führer. And their Führer wanted to make a deal with Piłsudski. Piłsudski said no. Okay, so Adolf
The Führer, you're saying?
Exactly.
That guy.
Exactly.
The Hitler guy.
Exactly.
We don't like him.
Well, that's the history of this place. Very difficult.
And Piłsudski said no to that deal. I didn't know about this.
Piłsudski said, to quote him at the moment precisely, he said, we leave our weapons in a warehouse. We are not starting another war. And on 23rd of August 1939, there is Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact signed, or Hitler-Stalin Pact, that divides Poland into halves. Look, previously we were annexed by three neighborhood countries, and now same thing happens.
Yeah, between Russia and Germany.
Correct.
Yeah, right.
And then Nazi Germany
The
attacks.
Molotov-Ribbentrop.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we are having Poland divided into two sections at the moment. We are attacked on 1st of September 1939 by Nazi Germany and 17th of September 1939 by Soviet Russia. We are having a lot of battles in Poland against Germany and Russia, but we are having two most powerful armies attacking one country in the same moment. Poland was defending for more than a month these two invasions. Warsaw capitulated in early days of October, not September 1939.
So the point is, we look at the square, and it's gone through different names, and it symbolizes the different enemies, and also the symbol of liberty of the country.
And we reached maybe the middle of the story, because then Poland becomes a satellite country of Soviet Russia. Okay. According to conferences Yalta, Potsdam, Tehran, Poland becomes not a part of Soviet Union, but a satellite country of Soviet Union, dependent, but not, we are not inside the Soviet Union as the country, and the name, everything becomes dependent on Joseph Stalin at the beginning. So that's no more Adolf Hitler Square, as it was called by the Germans during World War II, but the Victory Square.
Under communism. So Adolf Hitler, it's a big square. Everybody wants it. That's the point. So it's a microcosm of Polish history.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's nice flat square.
Exactly.
Right in the center. Like Poland's a nice flat country right in the center of Europe. So you see the evolution of the or devolution, I would say, is a better word.
But I would call it cyclation.
Yeah.
Because after communism ends in 1989, we are having once again Marshal Joseph Piłsudski Square in here.
Right.
So
it comes back. Yeah.
It came back, exactly. And we are having a lot of interesting elements over there. So the tomb of unknown soldier survived.
Tell me about the tomb of the unknown soldier and what it represents and how it got to be there. It's just sitting out there by itself. How did that happen?
Such problem there was after the biggest war in world's history, the big war, nowadays we call it World War I, that many people died and their family, the Great War. Many people died and their fate was unknown. So their families wanted to pray next to some kind of grave or significant place that would represent members of their family who died during the Great War. So the idea was to take ashes of some unknown person who really died during that conflict, locate them in one place, and this is very representative place and important for many people. So we decided to also choose a significant place to put these ashes and construct a regular grave area over there, which since that moment on is called the Tomb of Unknown Soldier. We are having such tombs almost all over planet Earth. Ours in 1925 and the third one on entire planet Earth became very significant for us because during the Great War, during World War I, Polish people did not fight as a Polish men because there was no
Polish army.
Exactly. So Polish people were fighting for Russia, Prussia, and Austria against each other very frequently.
Who were the most? So Poles were fighting against each other under these partitioned, the Allies being Germany and Austria, and then Russia being an enemy from the beginning of that war. But okay, continue. Yeah.
And then Poland gets united. Poland is on the maps again. Bolshevik revolution is willing to conquer weak Europe after World War I, and they undermine Poland. How can it be that these people who were fighting for three different armies just a year ago would stop us at the moment? So Bolsheviks wanted to cross Poland quickly and smoothly, but they were stopped by whom? Marshal Joseph Piłsudski again, who starts to be like the real hero not only of our independence, but also keeping our independence in 1920. So the war is over, finally.
Yeah.
And then we named the square of Marshal Józef Piłsudski, and we put the tomb of unknown soldier in a beautiful palace.
It was in a palace.
That was in the arcades of it. Okay. So normally people...
So there used to be, it was actually in the palace that used to be there.
Exactly. Okay. That's actually in the palace. You could walk through these arcades, which was so-called Warsavian Polish Champs-Élysées of these days. 3 kilometers, 2 miles of a pedestrian area among beautiful palaces. Beautiful Saxon garden, Baroque style French gardening, a great fountain inside the place. Right next to Bristol or Europejski Hotel, constructed before World War I. All the people wanted to hang out in here. If you took a look at these photos of this period of time, you can see people in an amazing way. If you saw this man with his lady walking down the street dressed up, Warsavian cloth makers are competitive with Coco Chanel clothes that appear in Europe right after World War I. And Polish gentlemen dressing up in the same way as English gentlemen from London, or Warsavian ladies dressing up in the way that ladies from France, from Paris dress up. So once again, we are having a combination and eclectic style of clothing, a little bit of French, a little bit of English, and that's the way how it was in here. The tomb of unknown soldier is like the only real witness of these days in here nowadays.
Thanks for that. Hey, stay with us. We'll be talking more about things available in, well, things that are memorable and available too in Piłsudski Square, right here in the center of Warsaw, from the beautiful Sophie, what is it called? Sofitel? Victoria Sofitel?
Correct.
Did I say that right? Okay. We'll be right back.